Welcome back, Tacticians. In the previous episode, Colonel Blake faced his baptism of fire in the Battle of Aqueduct Bridge. This pivotal engagement, occurring on July 27, 1861, saw the Union Army, led by Brigadier General McDowell, defend Oak Grove against the Confederate forces commanded by Brigadier General Beauregard. Blake's role was crucial. Initially tasked with covering the left flank, he demonstrated exceptional adaptability as circumstances changed. His 3rd Division played a pivotal role, holding the middle and right flanks with unwavering determination, ultimately securing a significant victory. The battle's toll was felt on both sides, with the Union inflicting 4,700 casualties on the Confederates while enduring 2,409 casualties in return. This triumph, though deemed a minor Federal victory, marked a significant milestone in Colonel Blake's journey. And now, as our story continues, a new engagement awaits between the Army of Northeastern Virginia and the Army of the Shenandoah. This is Grand Tactician, the Civil War 1861-1865, Season 3, Episode 2.
What's up, everybody? Cyber here. So this is post-recorded audio. When I was recording this, obviously I had the wrong input for my microphone, so no audio got recorded. So here I am recording after it. But here we are at the Battle of Grafton. We were ordered to move up into this area, cross to defend. I have the 3rd Division here. So I'm moving my guys up along this fence line because I see the enemies right there. It has to be like within 100 yards. Oh, as you see this view too here, I was using the HQ and the saddle view, so I decided to use this for half the battle just to see how it is. It's kind of cool. It's immersive where you're right there on the ground, but it's kind of hard to maneuver people too. Right as I get there, lining my guys up on a fence line, it is the end of the day. So in day 2, I decide since I'm an engineer, I'm going to, since Blake is an engineer, I'm going to create some trenches about 50 yards from the enemy. And I decided to put my 1st Division with my 1st Division there, 2nd Division, and my 3rd Division along the trench line, which would be 50 yards away from Plank Road and the objective and the enemy skirmishers. And I put my artillery, which Ricketts, behind us. Get an overview. As you see, he has now coverage of the entire battlefield, so I decided to put him on counter artillery, which is their artillery right there. I went to this view to see how it is to aim, and give orders. It kind of is, and then boom, right as the day starts, look what happens. They move back. So now I got to move my people forward. They left their skirmisher, so I'm like, oh, easy win. Let's go ahead and get these back shots since they're not facing us. And I get Ricketts, my artillery. I was thinking like maybe he should aim at them too, get some shots off. But anyway, so they move back the line. So we're going to capture the objective at Plank Road. So I was thinking, so I'm going to move my guys up because I want to take the fight to the enemy. He's like, defend location. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm already in the location. So give me that sweet, sweet prestige. So we captured the objectives, as you see right here. I got the prestige for defending the zone, but I'm going to push forth. So I saw Griffith is over there on the right. So I decided to move my guys over there on the right. Still in the HQ saddle view. It's kind of cool. Like, look at all these people. Like, and the enemy vanguard. The enemy vanguard is deploying close to your division, according to our scouts reports. They don't have the numbers to attack us yet. And I was like, okay, what is a vanguard? Must mean the skirmishes over here at Griffith. So I'm like, engage at will. I'm like, gotcha. So I'm gonna put my guys along the fence line here at Griffith. I'm lining up my 1st Division there, 2nd Division, and 3rd Division along this fence line. And my artillery, I was thinking like maybe I should get them at a good overwatch position, which I did. As you see, they're moving into position there, still waiting for them. Obviously, the AI is actually more proactive this battle. As you see them, they're pushing forward. Oh, we already got that one artillery battery in retreat right there, and I send my guys in to get some sweet, sweet kills as they're running away. I think that's Pendleton, and boom, they broke and they lost. So I'll get my guys along this fence line here at Griffith. I didn't know Gill was actually a hill at this point. I just saw Forrest, so I'm like, all right, 1st Division can go up there alongside the fence to the forest. I decided to move my artillery to a better spot to get behind us to see an overwatch. Still in the HQ view, because I was like, all right, this is going to be really difficult because I'm super close up and I can't see where the enemy is. Because right now I'm thinking it's still flat ground, but look, they're over this hill right there. And I'm thinking these my guys too, because it's just all confusion with just HQ saddle view. So I'm clicking these guys like move. I'm like, wait, these aren't my guys. So I'm like, I could zoom out or I could just look for my guys. And I'm like, oh, there's my guys. So let me move them here. It's kind of hard to aim too, also in this HQ view. All right, listen, the HQ saddle view is good. It's just you have to know how to use what you got, because you literally have to do everything from this view. See, I'm aiming my guys, but I don't know how close or how far that is. But anyway, you see I got artillery division because I accidentally with my 1st brigade clicked on the DC thing and I send them in there and they get mollywopped. Look at that. Yep, they're gone. But I still got the unit right here to my left. It's the gray unit. It's the 1st division. So not going to do that anymore. Misclicking on the enemy's artillery and we captured and then we didn't even capture it. So anyway, I'm looking for, oh, that's the 3rd brigade, I'm sorry, Howard's 3rd brigade. So I decide to move Howard's 3rd brigade up the hill to get closer to the enemy skirmishers. And they get there, and then I decide to move my 2nd division and 3rd division alongside the middle and right flank of them, because it looks like we're covering the right to middle flank right now on Gill. Smith is, the Confederates are already broken in their back, so I decide to get a nice sweet line here in the middle to right flank along Gill. Going up the hill, I send out the skirmishers for 3rd division so I can maneuver Howard's more to the left flank because the AI has been a little bit passive over there. Now I'm just assessing the situation, seeing how far it actually is. It's within about 50 to less than 100 yards of fighting right now. So I decide to send Porter up there, his guys to handle those skirmishers, Franklin in the middle. Howard 3rd division has their skirmishers already up, and then I'm going to eventually move him to the left. See, I'm seeing right now, I'm like, okay, cool, they could go ahead and lay down and chill right now. Nothing's going on. We actually pushed back Jackson, if you saw right there. So now we're just getting in the mix, seeing what's going on. And I was like, all right, I can't do this HQ view no more. HQ in the saddle view. Let's get out of this. So let's see what it looks like now. And I was like, oh, sweet baby. Chili Ray Mac. Look at this. You can see everything. And I'm like, now we can get into the action. And if you guys like this view more than HQ, let me know in the comment section and I'll keep using that. Or we could go back to HQ view. But this view is just so much easier because I can see exactly what's going on. And I see that the AI is actually pushed up there on the left flank. They're getting outmaneuvered right now. So I decided to move Howard's division up there to the left flank to help them out. I move my other 2 flanks up there. I'm like, where's my artillery? Like, they could be dominating right now. I said, oh, see, HQ view, I didn't know artillery was that much out of position. So in this view, I decided to move artillery over here to get a better view of this right to middle flank to help us out, to push them back a little bit more, because we're sitting at a minor victory right now. And of course me, you know me, lay down, man down, lay down. So I send all my regiments to lay down, because of course you take minimum casualties like that way. But I think, should I keep doing that, or should I like roleplay that to where only Zouave, if they have that skill to lay down, and other than that they're just going to be standing up how they were actually in real life, like standing up, but then you take more casualties. And I'm trying to win this season 3. We're not going for no losses. All right, we're trying to go for the win. So anyway, as you see here, I moved up Howard to the left of his skirmishers, so we have a pretty good line right now, just feeding into them. The AI is no longer outflanked, so we helped them out, and here they come with their little charge. Like, what are they gonna do? Look at 2nd division, and then I'm waiting for my artillery. I'm like, come on, artillery, come on, you're taking your time. We need you. We got 1 casualty right there of inflicting on them, because these guys are standing up. Because I was like, let me see if it's better standing up or lay down. And I just decided to just go ahead and lay down so we can take less losses, because we've only lost like 120 to 150 per each regiment right now, so we're still doing really well. Finally, artillery still going through the cornfields, you know, just taking their sweet time. Hey, you gotta understand, those were some heavy guns back then, and they had the horses to move them, so they're gonna take time. I'm seeing if I can send out skirmishers now, but I can't because the enemy's too close. So with these skirmishers, I decided to get bold. I'm like, let's just end this battle. We already got a minor victory. Let's send them up, you know, and then once they get there, they're automatically going to take a knee. So they're already laying down, and skirmishers are harder to hit than the main regiment too. So they can be in there in the mix for a little bit longer than a large regiment with taking more losses. So the more spread out they are and the less men they are, the harder they are to hit. So skirmishers are holding their own right now. As you see, they're inflicting casualties. Then I finally start sending up them. Artillery's in position, doing their thing. They already started opening up on them. I'm like, let's go. We got this. So then Howard and them is getting outflanked right here, because Okay, I thought it was initiative, but it was just them moving. Then they finally correct themselves. I tell them to lay down. 4.8 casualties inflicted. Let's go, boys. Then he gets bold. Decides he's trying to take out my skirmishers. As you see them, they're flickering right now. So I'm like, no, sir. So I send up the 2nd Division right now to hit them out. Then I get the artillery. And before I could make the artillery start popping on, boom, +10 route. We got him, baby. Retreat. Nathaniel Blake, 3rd Division commander, is dominating right now on the battlefield. What's that? 2 battles to none. Like, we are kicking AI's butt right now. The Union has lost battles in this campaign, but not with Blake at command. Look at it. We lose 32-13. They lose 3,800. We get a nice sweet 285.1 prestige off of that. So I don't know if that means we killed 205.1 people. How you kill 0.1 person just makes no sense. But we got 2 routes though in. That's pretty good. I'm proud with the 2 routes. And here we are. In the future, I'm actually going to use AI to read these notes when Blake is in command. But that was McDowell. Nobody cares about him. But let's go ahead and look at Blake's. So my army for visions, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back to normal because I don't want to lose that. We still have 4.8 days left on leadership to get our leadership up. And then while we're waiting, I decide to go look at my division to see how the numbers are because it's August, so winter's coming. And I see I have a healthy amount, 1,500, 1,434. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of low. It should be around 50. So they lost like over, I don't know, 20 guys. So I'm like, you know what? I can deal without artillery for a little bit. So I went ahead and sent them home. They're at 15, 19. I'm like, they got plenty of guys. They're at 12. They're at 14. So I'm like, I'm going to just chill right now because if I need to battle. But look at the army in the Shenandoah run away. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody wants you here anyway. And then we go look at our objectives and see what Lincoln we can do. I'm like, oh, wait, we already got 3 of these objectives done. In the last 2 seasons, we didn't have any. So I'm like, okay, this is actually a good start to this season. We already got 3 objectives completed for Lincoln. And our morale's looking pretty good. You know, obviously we got lower morale because the South is fighting for something. So they're going to have higher morale. And then I look at this to see our rank progression to what is it, Brigadier General, and I'm like, okay, we're kind of far off, so we'll just wait for that. But then my action is finally complete, so my leadership now has improved. I'm like, okay, good, because your boy was not doing so well on our leadership. We are now 1.1 star of leadership, and I was thinking next, prestige matters so much in this game, so I'm like, I got plenty of money. Maybe I should go for something with prestige, because if I go for something with prestige, then I can rise up in a rank. I can also recruit more people. So I'm like, prestige is power, but money is too. But I think I'm making enough money and I'm heroic and I'm flinching. So I was like, I'm looking for something with prestige where I can probably like pay for that promotion because I'm at 1.2 and the promotion I think is 1.8. So I'm looking for something. I'm like, okay, political rally was pretty good, but this one gives you 1,100 a year. That's pretty good for 1,000, but right now I need the prestige to rise up in rank so I can hurry up and get my own, you know, maybe army and then do other things. So I saw political rally. I'm like, okay, political rally is good. It'll give me 1,000 prestige, which will give me 2.2 thousand to where I can then like get the next rank and then control better units. So I was thinking, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna take 82.2 days, so we're gonna wait around for that. But if we skip forward here, we see the army in the Shenandoah. We might have some action, boys. Here we go, walking up on the army in the Shenandoah. I was so ready. I'm so ready, and I'm like, wait, why are we not fighting? We're in combat range. Like, McDowell, you softy. Like, I'm like, my artillery people still not here, so I'm just waiting for a battle to start. McDowell, you so softy. Look at him. He's just gonna let them walk right by. Who would let the enemy walk right past you? Well, they're suffering several casualties, but I don't care. Who would let the enemy just walk right past you after they're in your territory? So anyway, we just looking at them mosey about on going ahead down to the south. Good job, McDowell. I mean, our readiness isn't up. That I will admit that, and they were suffering attrition, as you can see with the skull, so they got south as fast as they could, and we just let them go. So I was like, that was whack. I was waiting for a battle. Here we are. We got an officer companion this time. Usually I get the sergeant, but we got a trusty officer with an all-inspiring mustache. He speaks in a booming low voice and knows good ground when he sees one. He always seems to make wise decisions. That was my best booming low voice. It was probably not pretty good. I'm sorry. Makes wise decision. You have given him an extra appointment in your staff. So now we have a full headquarters. And his decision increases our intuition, which is almost maxed out now. If I remember correctly, our intuition was one of the highest. I'm looking at the guys now. It's September. I'm like, you know what? Winter's coming, so I'm going to go ahead and send the guys home. I don't feel like we're going to have any battles. There's no armies in this area. So I went ahead and sent everybody home to get ahead of winter, you know, go enjoy time with your family. And right as I did that, November 1st comes and winter season is here. So probably no battles are going to happen anytime soon. So I did it at the perfect time because then my guys will get back way before summer. But my artillery already got back. They're at full 55 men now. So I'm going to go ahead and let them just chill out and hang out here with us and train during the winter break while everybody else is gone. It's just fine. They don't matter. We're in the military. Then I go through here. I'm looking at it's 7.5 more days because it's November 3rd now. 7.5 more days for that. And we get another trait is a liberal. And I'm known for my liberal views that I want to change the world for the better for every man. While many respect my honesty, some think my worldview of mine is annoying. And I'm like, okay, I didn't ask for that trait, but it just came randomly. And I have 2.2 now because my action has came through. I decide, let me get another one, maybe. Because if I get another one, then I can take this promotion right here. Boom. Now I'm a brigadier general and I got 873. And then I took another. I'm like, if I take another one, then I could get 1.8. My promotion finally came through. And I'm like, it'll take 81.6 days to get the next one. But hey, we'll be at 1.8. And our intuition is almost all the way up. We are now 49 ranked. Our staff is completely full. They're rising up in rank too the more that we play. The next promotion is 3.4. I'm like, ooh, I ain't got enough for that, but we're gonna have 1.8 once the political party comes in. But I'm like, I'm not worried about that. So I'm like, oh, now what can I do as a brigadier general? Oh, I can add new units to under my command in the 3rd division. I'm like, that's not good enough for me. And I did not see this new button with the new update to the DLC. Request transfer. The longer you have served in your current unit, the lower the prestige cost. So it cost me 0 prestige to go under Patterson, Department of Pennsylvania. And he's a major general, just 1 rank above me. I'm a brigadier general. Usually brigadier generals are colonels. Right now in the war, leading divisions. So I'm like, I could take my whole entire division with their skills already, because some of them are 2 stars. I have a 2-star, 1-star, 1-star, and I can't remember the other one. So I'm like, should I do this? It's literally free. And where's Patterson at? Oh, he's in the mix. He's in DC, baby. And the Army of the Potomac is right there. He's on the front lines right there. And I'm like, if he's on the front lines, he might be getting in battle soon with the Army of the Potomac with 26,000 man. And then we have backup here, which I was trying to get on, which the UI was not working for me. But West Virginia militia was there. And then I look at us, I'm like, oh, we got over 20-something thousand men. Like, we should be good. And I'm looking at them, I'm like 26. I'm like, I think I want to be over here because I want to have as many battles as I can this season. So then I go looking more, see if I could take over commands. Everything's the same. And the West Virginia militia only has about 14,000 men. But I can't take over command. It's still 1.4, but I could soon once it comes in. But I'm like, I don't want a militia. Like, I'm going to work my way up to a major general, and then I could take over a whole army. So I was like, okay, I'll wait for the path to get there. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, where are we at? Patterson's on the front line, about to probably have a battle with them. And I look at us, I'm like, we way over there in Ohio. Ain't nobody over here. Oh, we got the Army of the Mississippi. Good job, Army of the Mississippi. With about 24,000 men just heading down to Mississippi right there, the mighty Mississippi. And I'm like, okay, the Shenandoah, we let them go, so they're heading back down south. But they're probably going to try to hit DC because it's closer to the front lines. And I was like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Then I ultimately decide, I go back into it. I'm like, you know what? It's free. Why not? Let's ride. And I get to take all my boys with me. I'm like, yes, sir. 1-star right there. 1-star. 1-star. And 1st Brigade got to be a 2-star. 2-star brigade coming in, helping these boys out with experience. It's going to take us around 5 days to get there. 6 days. Estimate 6 days to get there. It's November 11th. So I'm like, okay, November 17th we'll be there. And I look at the other guys. They're all major generals. And I'm like, Wait, Winfield Scott? Why is he not leading his own army? Isn't he commander-in-chief of the armies? Like, what is his old butt doing here and right there at the same time? I'm like, that don't make sense. I'm like, maybe that means I got a chance to become a commander of the armies. But I don't know. But anyway, so we're waiting it out here. And while we're waiting it out, if you see, it's November 15th. So November 17th, we'll be there. One more day. It's November 16th. I hear marching. We starting to march, and look, Army of Potomac got scared. They saw movement up there, and they're like, all right, we out. We out. I'm like, nah, don't you run now. And boom, baby, there we go. We got an engagement. We got about roughly 45,800 to their 25,003. They tried to run, but we didn't let them. We didn't let them. So who initiated this was the West Virginia militia. We'll be there in 8 hours. So of course we're going to get there. Our boys are now there because it's November 19th. So we got our whole entire division with us. Obviously we got to change the name of the 3rd division because there's 2 3rd divisions in this army. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this episode. And I hope it's enjoyable. Let me know in the comment section what you guys like, what you don't like about the views, or things I could change, the recording format. But season 3 is going really well right now, and we're well on our way. And Nathaniel Blake is probably like the best guy I created. But anyway, that'll do it for me. Cyber out. Catch you in the next one.